Hello students. So now here we start the next new topic, that is on graph coloring. So first of all, what is the graph coloring, and uh, where we see that we have to do the graph coloring. Suppose that you are given a graph G with n vertices and are asked to paint its vertices such that no two adjacent vertices have the same color. What is the minimum number of colors that you would require? So if we have these type of questions in our mind, so this constitutes a coloring problem. So now, what is the graph coloring? Graph coloring is a process of assigning colors to the vertices of a graph such that no two adjacent vertices of it are assigned the same color. Graph coloring is also called as the vertex coloring because in the graph coloring we color the vertices. It ensures that there exists no edge in the graph whose and vertices are colored with the same color. And vertices, it means that if we have the two vertices, so we can't color to the same color of these two vertices. Such a graph is called as a properly colored graph, right? Means we have to not color the vertices which are have the adjacent vertices. So that is called the properly colored graph. Now let's take an example here. If we have this graph and we say that this graph is a properly colored graph. Why? Because you can see that here each, how many vertices are here? 5 vertices are here, and you can see that all 5 vertices have the different colors, right? So this is a proper colored graph. In this graph, no two adjacent vertices are colored with the same color. Adjacent vertices, it means that if we have, this is the adjacent, means these are different, and if we have the adjacent vertices, so these are not the same color, right? All are the different colors, therefore it is a properly colored graph. Now come to the, in the graph coloring we have one thing is come here, that is chromatic number. So what is this chromatic number? Chromatic number is the minimum number of colors required to properly color any graph. So here we color the graphs, right? You know that how can color the graphs? We color the graphs such that no two adjacent vertices have the same color. That is proper coloring. But if we use the minimum number of colors to color the graphs to hold the properties, so that is the chromatic number, or you can say that the chromatic number is the minimum number of colors required to color any graph such that no two adjacent vertices of it are assigned the same color. So it holds this property. So with the hold this property to no two adjacent vertices have the same color, if we use the minimum number of colors in the graph, so that is called the chromatic number. Let's take example here. If we have this graph, last week colored this type of graph, so all we color all the graphs, all the vertices have the different colors, right? But we can use the minimum numbers of this graph. So here how many colors you use here in 5 vertices? 1 2 3. 1 2 3 means for the 3 numbers, 3 colors, we can color all the vertices. So because we use here the 3 colors, so this chromatic number is 3. And you can see that here also this property hold that no two adjacent vertices are colored with the same color. Means if we first we start at this vertex, then this vertex has the two edges, so this is a different color, this is a different color, right? Now when you come from here to here, so we can fill this vertex with this one color, right? Because these two vertices are not adjacent, right? These two vertices are not adjacent to each other, and here we assign this vertex, the color is this one. Why? Because this is not the adjacent to this vertex, right? So like that we can assign, means we can use the three colors to uh, color the of each vertices of this color. So this is the chromatic number is 3. So minimum number of colors required to properly color the graph, that is 3. So the chromatic number of this is 3. And you can see that we can't properly color this graph with less than 3 colors. If you use the two colors, so no, you can't use the two colors to properly color this graph, right? Next one is chromatic number of graphs. Means some graphs we have the particular graphs which have the fixed chromatic numbers. So here the chromatic number of some common graphs is, first one we take the cycle graph. So what is a cycle graph? You know that a simple graph of n vertices where n is greater than equal to 3 and n edges forming a cycle of length n is called as a cycle graph. And in a cycle graph all vertices are of degree 2. You know that in a cycle graph all vertices have the degree 2. Now come to the chromatic number. If we have a cycle graph, so what is the chromatic number? If number of vertices in cycle graph is even, then its chromatic number is 2 always. And if the number of vertices in cycle graph is odd, then its chromatic number will be 3. Right? You can see here with the example. These are the examples of the chromatic number of cycle graphs. So first we have this is a cycle graph. Here we have the 3 vertices and here each vertex is adjacent to each other, means this we can color in the vertices of this graph with the different colors. So this is the chromatic number is 3. And I told you that in earlier slide that if we have the vertices are odd, so chromatic number is 3. So here our 3 vertices, that is odd, so our chromatic number is 3. Now come to this one. Here how many vertices we have? 4 vertices we have, right? So if we start coloring from here, so these we can color these are not the adjacent to each other, so we can give the same color of this, and this one we give this one color because these are not adjacent, right? So how many colors we do in these vertex? 2 colors. So the chromatic number is 2, and you can see that here we have the even number of vertices, and the in even number of vertices and you have the cycle graph, so its chromatic number is always 2. Now come to the here we have the 5 vertices are there. 5 vertices is the odd number, and the odd number cycle graph is the chromatic number is 3. And you can see here if we start from here, so we can use the different colors of these vertices because these are not the chromatic number, these are not the adjacent vertices. So when we use here the different colors and this is not the adjacent, so we can give this color and this one color, right? So we use here the 3 colors to color all the vertices of this cycle graph, so this chromatic number is 3. Now if we have the 6 vertices are here, and you can see this is a cyclic graph, and you start from here, you can give the same colors of this and this because these are not the adjacent vertices. After that, when you give come to this vertex and this or this not are the adjacent vertices, so you can give this color. Again, when you use this cycle, so you can use only the 2 colors to cycle this graph, and you can see here this is the 6 vertices, means the even number of vertices, so always this chromatic number will be 2, right? Next one is the planar graphs. So if we have the planar graphs, so you know that what is the planar graph? A planar graph is a graph that can be drawn in a plane such that none of its edges cross each other. So what is the chromatic number of the planar graph? The chromatic number of any planar graph is less than or equal to 4 always. You can take the example, or you can see that in the earlier slide the cyclic graph. So all the cyclic graphs which we use in the last slide, that all also the planar graphs, right? And you can see there the chromatic number of each graph is less than or equal to 4. You can see here. So these all are the cyclic graph, and here this graph chromatic number is 3, this graph chromatic number is 2, and this is 3, and this is 2. So this is all less than equal to 4. So these are the planar graphs. So you can say that the chromatic number of all planar graphs is always less than equal to 4. Now next one is complete graphs. What are the complete graphs? Remember that a complete graph is a graph in which every two distinct vertices are joined by exactly one edge. In a complete graph, each vertex is connected with every other vertex. So now, to properly color it, as many different colors are needed as there are number of vertices in the given graph. Why? Because here how many vertices we have in the graph, so we need that number of colors, because in complete graph each vertex is connected to the other vertex, means all vertices are adjacent to each other. So the chromatic number of the complete graph is equal to the number of vertices in that complete graph. So you can see here the example of the complete graph, chromatic number of complete graph. If we take this graph, which type of complete graph is this? Because here you have the 4 vertices are there. So this is a K4 graph, and this is a K4 graph, and you can see here each vertex is adjacent to other vertex, right? So here we use each vertex has a different colors, not the same. Any vertex we can give the same color. So the chromatic number of this is 4. If we have the 5 vertices, and this is a K5 graph, so here this is a complete graph, so each vertex is connected to other vertex and all vertices are adjacent to each other. So we use the different colors, all different colors of each vertex, right? Not the same color to any vertex. So this chromatic number is 5. So what we can say that the chromatic number of complete graph is the total number of given vertices in the graph. Now next one is bipartite graphs. What are the bipartite graphs? A bipartite graph consists of two sets of vertices x and y. Yes, remember this? So the edges only join vertices in x to vertices in y, not vertices within a set. So what is the chromatic number? The chromatic number of the bipartite graph is equal to 2 always. Why? Because you have to divide your graph in two parts, x and y, and you can see that in bipartite graph x is x parts vertices is connected to y parts vertices, right? But not to each other. So always only you need the two colors. You can take here the example is like that. This is a bipartite graph. Here suppose this is x part, this is y part. So x is connected to y vertices but not to each other. So we can use the different colors of each part. So this chromatic number is 2. So always any bipartite graphs has the 2 chromatic number. Next one is trees. What are the trees? A tree is a special type of connected graph in which there are no circuits. Every tree is a bipartite graph. You can see that, you can say that every tree is a bipartite graph. So the chromatic number of tree with any number of vertices is equal to 2. So the chromatic number of tree is 2. Let's take example here. If we have, this is a tree, right? This is a, what is this? This is your root tree, right? So and these are the childs like that of this is a tree, and you can see that this is a bipartite also, and you can give the different colors of each word, this one and all these one. These are because not connected to each other, not are the adjacent vertices, so the chromatic number is 2. If we have trees like that, right, and these two vertices are not adjacent to each other, these two vertices are not adjacent to each other, so you can give the two colors of this, means with two colors you can complete the coloring of each vertex. So this chromatic number is 2, right? So this was the chromatic numbers of some particular graphs, that what are the chromatic numbers of the different graphs. And I hope that you understand how to color the graphs, right? Means we color the graph, properly color the graph such that no two adjacent vertices have the same color. So now thank you, today's lecture is completed now.